I have a light bulb making noise. Ignore. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. Welcome to step 2 of the Christmas Rag Quilt tutorial. We are going to be making a sandwich with our front, our back, and our batting or flannel on the inside. And we are going to be sewing an X. It does not have to be an X. It can be any pattern you want. This is the quilting part. We're quilting as we go. You could, instead of an X, do a cross. You could do circles. If you are a free motion quilter, you can certainly do that with your machine and just do whatever you want. But I went with an X, and since you're following along, you may want to do an X too, but it really doesn't matter. You do what you want. If you feel uncomfortable sewing from corner to corner and think I'm going to screw it up, and you're not, I trust that you won't, but here's what you can do. Take your top square, and with the right sides in, the right sides are on the inside, fold it across diagonally like this, and press this, and then go along and fold it diagonally the other way, press that, and now you can see your X, and you just follow the lines. Wasn't that cool? I'm going to put you down here so you can see what I'm doing. You are going to take one of your backing pieces and you're going to put it with the right side facing down. The right side's going against the table. You are going to take your batting or your flannel and you're just going to eye it. Please don't get a ruler and measure to make sure that you've got this centered. I don't want you to be that particular. It's going to work no matter how you do it. Then you take your top piece and then you just lay it on top. Because I'm using batting, that can shift a little bit when sewing. You know, it's thicker under the foot. So I do pin my 4 corners, and I'm going to show you that. If you are using flannel, it's not going to shift. So you don't have to do any pinning. I just match up my 2 corners, and I put a pin right there, like that. And then I just turn to the next corner. I'm not concerned about the sides at all, just this corner. So I'm just going to put those 2 together and pin, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing does. And even when you sew it, if it comes out a little odd, that's okay, because these edges are all going to get frayed. Okay, now let's see here. Got to rearrange you a little bit. One thing I do is I do tug a little bit each way diagonally, just a little bit, just to make sure that everything's evened out. But I'm going to start sewing my X. You can use whatever color thread you want. Obviously, the thread is going to show, so it's up to you if you want something that's going to blend or if something that's going to stand out. I went with cream because it was what was in my machine. I just start right at the corner. It doesn't have to be at the very end because that's all stuff that's going to get cut anyway. And I'm just going to start to sew a little bit, take my pin out. And I'm just going to follow that ironed line that I don't usually do because I skip that step. And you do want to like hold your fabric like this, not like tug on it, but you know, put your hands down and just spread a little bit. Take my needle out. To the corner, and you just snip your threads on both corners. Now we're going to do the other side. Needle out. You know what? That folded line makes it a lot easier. Snip. Find my other thread. Snip. And we are done this step. Once again, please go watch the whole series first because you might find a different way to do something and you'll say, oh, I should have done it that way instead because I haven't even completed it yet. And you want to know a secret? It's the first time I do this. So don't rely on me as being a good teacher. I have made a smaller one before to practice. I loved it, but this is my first big one, and I'm very anxious to see how it's going to come out. So this is it. This is what we've got so far. The next step is going to be showing you how to put 2 of these together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you like this, where I upload everything at once so you can go through instead of like saying, oh, I'll be back next week with the next step. I think I would prefer everything at once. I think so. Go check out the next step. There is a playlist link down below, so you can just go right through the playlist.